I wanted to film this video outside. I was driving for half an hour to get to my favorite spot, to my favorite, let's say, mountain, which is 1,517 meters high. And I wanted to do this in nature, you know, between the trees, between the birds chirping and crickets cricking. But it is freezing outside. It's absolutely incredible, and I ran inside of the safety of my car, because it is not humane to be outside, dressed only in this light wear that I have, because in the valley where I live, it's spring or nearly summer, but up here, it is still snow visible everywhere. So I need to film this inside. But what I wanted to tell you today is this. There was a vacation, a Labor Day. I think that everybody has it, a week ago. And me and my kids and my husband, we went on a hiking trip, a little hiking trip around our, let's say, hills of where we live. And we took our dog with us, and he was basically running around, and we lost him, let's say, and we were running up the hill, and to just see where he is and to get him back on a leash. But what happened was this. My kids were in awe, and I mean in awe. It was like, Mommy is running. We never saw Mommy running before. And I am nearly 47 years old, and my kids never saw me run before. I was shocked. And then when I was looking back, and I started thinking, they were right, because every time that we were outside, we were either in a car, we were either on a bike, let's say, on the flat surface, not uphill. And I was always walking. I never ran around them. I never ran after them. We never chased each other. And this was the first time. And I was starting to think seriously of what my life is going to look like in 30 years if I don't do something about it. And this has been happening for a couple of months now. And I said that I need to start thinking about long-term health. Now, if you have been watching this channel, you know that I talk about fasting a lot. And my fast is not about, I'm not talking about intermittent fasting, which is all of the popular stuff to do right now if you want to get healthy. I have been fasting for the past 30 years, and my fasts are, let's say, extreme if you look at them that way, because when I am on a fast, I am fasting for 21 days, no solid food, only teas and beetroot juice, or the Broy's fasting juice, or even some of the most extreme fasts that I have done were the fasts of 42 days, which is the entirety of the Broy's fasting method. So its length should be 42 days, but I usually, cut it in half because I don't need it for health reasons. But when I have been fasting for 42 days, it was for health reasons. And this year I have done this fast already. I do it annually, let's say, on and off. And I have been doing this for 30 years. And most of the time, most of those 30 years, it has been like this. It has been a yo-yo effect, like a diet, you know. I eat junk food, takeaway, sweets, sugar. I am addicted to sugar, basically all year around. And when winter comes to an end, and it's January, February, I start thinking about fasting. And I know that this is going to reset my body and it's going to drastically lower my weight just because I don't eat anything. And in my mind, it was always like, oh, I can indulge now just because I'm going to fast in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months. And it has been doing the trick. I lose anywhere from 8 to 12 kilograms in those 21 days, and I feel great. You know, my body is slim, my confidence is up. I can go shopping for different clothes or lower confection size. Is that what it's called? And I feel great for, let's say, 1 month. And then my eating habits start to get wild again and I gain weight. And if this, my eating habits are connected to stress, then my weight goes up even faster. Because I have found that if I am stressed and my workload at work has been really crazy this past couple of years, I have been noticing that I am stressed a lot and I do not cool down when I get home. So I eat a lot of sugar. And that meant that I lost, let's say in February, I lost 10 or 11 kilograms. And I was at my almost ideal weight. In a couple of months, let's say 2 months, I almost gained entirety of that weight back. And I felt bad. I couldn't run. I couldn't hike. My iron level was down, so I felt tired all of the time, and it was a vicious cycle. But this year was strange. Why? Because this was my proof when we were hiking last week with my kids. But I started thinking about my long-term health even before that. So I finished my 3-week fast this year. I think it was on February the 18th. And today is May the 5th. I don't know when this video is going to go out, but today is May 5th. I have gained back exactly 4 kilograms, which means when you lose weight when you're fasting, you always have to think about that you are also losing water. And when you start eating again, because when you were fasting, you didn't eat anything sweet, anything salty, or anything like that. You only ingested vegetable juice and the teas. And that means that your body is clean, your body is detoxified. And when you start eating again, even though your eating habits in the beginning, mine at least, you are taking care of what you eat, you do ingest a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, and this brings back the water in your system, which means that you gain weight at least 1 or 2 kilograms, at least this is how it is for me, in a day or two. So if I lost, let's say, 12 kilograms in 3 weeks, it means that I basically lost 10 kilograms because those 2 kilograms of water and everything else, the food that it is just digesting now, it is in your body now. And that means that I am 2 kilograms heavier because of everything that is inside of my body now. So I have basically gained 2 kilograms back of additional weight. I have been trying to stick to my ideal weight, which is, I don't know why, 68 kilograms. I am now at 74. So I need to lose weight additionally. But I have noticed that I have been doing a lot of, not exactly running, but exercising, stretching, cycling, hiking. This past 3 months after I have been fasting. And I think that this additional weight is not fat, but it's muscle, I think. Because I still feel great. I have more energy than I did before. I have more desire to run, to jump, to do stretches, to go into the gym and lift weights. So I think that this additional weight is not fat, because if it would be fat, fat accumulates. It's really interesting because when you lose fat when you are fasting, fat goes down, you lose weight in a day about 10 grams or let's say 100 grams or 200 grams. But in the beginning, in the first few days, you go down 1 kilogram or 1 kilogram and a half, and that's water. But when you are losing 100 grams, 200 grams, that usually means that you are losing fat and all of the additional not desirable things that are in your body that your body is detoxifying when you are fasting. But I have gone off track. What I wanted to say is this. This year, I have been monitoring my weight. This year, I have been monitoring what I eat. What I mean with this is I am avoiding sugar like the plague. And I don't mean all of the sugar. I eat honey, I eat dark sugar, and I basically eat sweets, but only the ones that I make. So if it's homemade, I can eat cake, I can eat biscuits, I can eat pudding, but I cannot go to the store and buy Snickers, let's say. This is my rule for now. And I know what's inside of those cookies that I made, and I don't know what's inside of the Snickers. I know, but you know what I mean. So this is the rule number one. And rule number two, there are 3 rules. Rule number 2 is that I have calculated what are my calorie intake if I wanted to lose weight with my body weight and my body height. It should be around 1,600 and let's say 30 calories per day I can ingest if I wanted to lose weight. And then, if you move around more, then you lose more calories, so it's even better. So I cannot surpass that calorie intake per day. This is my rule. And I have been weighing my food. I have been watching what I've been eating. And I'm like religiously staying away from takeout and processed food. That's it, because I am cooking all of my meals and I'm preparing all of my meals. And in what is it now? It's May, April, March. It's in 4 months, I think that we have gone out to eat 3 or 4 times. That's it. Everything else I am preparing from scratch. If it's a sandwich, it's a sandwich. But I know what's in it. And rule number 3 for me right now is that I stop eating at 6 o'clock in the evening. I go to bed for the past 3 days at 9 o'clock because I want to adjust my circadian rhythm and my waking up a bit. So I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock. My last food that should be ingested is at 6 o'clock because I would like to sleep. If I eat too late in the evening, I don't get much sleep because my body is digesting and I don't get any autophagy beside of the fasting, which is done if you have if your body is free of food and if you are resting. So I wanted to tell you that it can be done to stick to your goal and stick to your weight, even though if you are not fasting. I wanted to tell you that you can lose extreme amounts of kilograms in a very, very short time if you are fasting. And you are not just losing weight, you are also doing incredible things for your body and benefits and everything like that. And it can be done if you are very, very strict with your diet and with your everything, your diet, your movement, your stress levels, but it is hard work. And it is much easier to lose weight when you're fasting than it is to count calories, to go on walks, to lift weights, to get away from stress and to maintain that weight once you lost it. It is extremely hard. If I would be comparing fasting with what I'm doing now to keep this weight that I've lost with fasting, it would be fasting number 3 this year, maybe 4, because I didn't have a lot of bad days. But this that I'm doing now, and I have to be careful with everything that I do and eat and focus on, this would be a 9. So if you're thinking about losing weight, and if you want a drastic drop in weight, then fasting is a really, really good thing to consider. You know, if you consider everything else, your health, or if you've spoken to the doctor and everything else. But if you're going to do the harder way, like I'm doing now, it's going to take a lot of strength to keep going and to wake up every day and say, let's go again. Today you have 3 rules. 3 rules. Let's see which ones you're not going to break, and let's see which ones you're not going to be able to do it. So the point of this video is this: fasting is easy. Maintaining weight when you're eating is very, very hard. But if you would like to think about fasting, if you would like to know more about fasting, I have this free school community, which is called Fasting with Anne. You can talk to me there. You can talk to me in the comments if you need any extra explanations, if you need any extra motivation, or any tips and tricks that I've found now that I am not fasting currently. And we can share them and compare them and see if you have any other ideas that I'm not trying, and maybe that will help me maintain my ideal weight even longer and, let's say, easier. So thank you for listening to me ramble, and I hope to see you again in the next video.